Hi, I'm Danica Cindell. I attend OCCC. I'm in a business communications class, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about doing business with India. Knowing business culture in India is just going to give you one step ahead of the competition. If you can recognize their traditions, their religion, their economy, and how to interact with locals, you will succeed in creating a very profitable business interaction between you and this great country to do business with. India is a free market economy, and they also are developing into more of a westernized country, and the Hindu beliefs that they have and that they've had for thousands of years are still very deeply rooted in these people. So when doing business with them, you should realize some of this stuff and be prepared to interact with them and what is considered offensive to them, what is considered rewarding to them, and how they conduct business. India, being a free market economy, is a great advantage for the U.S. because we're able to go over there and basically do business how we want to do it and how they want to do it. The government doesn't interfere with the private sector in India. 75% of the GDP that India has is consisted of the private sector, which is great for us because we are able to freely do business with them, and their economy is somewhat like ours. Now, promptness, though, is not something that is like the U.S. In India, they don't care about promptness, and they will flat out tell you that. If you schedule a meeting, schedule it between 11 and 2, and expect it to go a little bit later than normal because they will arrive a little bit later. Time isn't as important to them as it is to us in the U.S. That can be really aggravating for some Americans, but as long as you learn to cope with that, then you will find that Indians are the greatest people to do business with, and they're very loyal and honest people. Now, Indians want to get to know you on a personal basis before they will do business with you. They don't want to do business with strangers. So, when sending someone over to conduct your business for you, make sure you send someone who has a tight-knit family and someone who's not afraid to talk about their family. Indians, when conducting a business meeting, will take about 30 minutes out of that meeting just to get to know you, talk about your family, talk about their family. They want to get on a deeper level with you into almost a friendship. So if you show interest in their family, then they'll show interest in your business. Make sure that you realize that most of India is Hindu, and they will be very strict with their rules in that, such as cows are sacred in the Hindu belief. Now, so eating beef in front of an Indian would not be the most polite thing to do. In fact, it would probably ruin any business transactions that you've had going. So make sure when choosing a place to meet, dine, that you choose something that's vegetarian or something that they like. They would be greatly appreciative if you'd ask them first where they would like to go, because they like giving their input, and they will consider that as a very great gesture that you'd want their consideration into where to go. Since cows are sacred, leather is off limits. Do not wear a leather belt, leather shoes, a leather handbag. Just leave it at home because it is offensive to them. Family is so dear to them, so really I'm emphasizing the point that you need to ask about their family, and you need to hold your family strongly in your heart so that when you are conducting the meeting, it will come off as a great family relationship, a friendship, and you can really create a long-term partnership with Indians if you hold the same values that they do. Now, women aren't usually executives in India, but it is starting to get more prominent. And they do accept women into their country as stronger, more dominant than males, I guess I would say. And they accept the U.S. to send over women, where a lot of Middle Eastern countries wouldn't allow women in the business area. India really does. Now, the one thing that you would want to take into consideration is most places in India would find it very offensive to have a woman bearing anything above her knees or above her elbows. So when sending a woman executive over, make sure that she dresses conservatively. She can wear a dress suit, a pantsuit, as long as it covers her knees. And same for men. Shorts aren't very accepted unless it's for exercise. So men should just stick to a conservative business attire, meaning a shirt, a tie, suit jacket, suit pants. The weather is very hot over there, so with that in consideration, know that they still cover up. When giving a gift to a meeting, you want to make sure you hand it over with both hands, make sure it's wrapped, and also when receiving a gift, make sure that you know that Hindus do not open gifts in front of the giver. So realize that you cannot open the gift in front of them until they have left your presence. Also, another important Hindi traditional value is the caste system. Now, while they don't have a set caste system, it is still important to make sure that you're greeting the people in the right order. Seniority comes first. Make sure you greet the senior person before you go down the line to the lowest ranking person. So also make sure when you're scheduling a meeting that you're scheduling it with the highest person possible, because they're the ones that give all the orders, they're the ones that conduct the business. It is very strict in their sense where the boss is the boss. The rest of the people follow through. There's no middleman, you go straight to the source. India is a great country for the U.S. to be doing business with because India is conforming to almost a U.S.-like economy, social structure, business structure. So make sure that you give the right impressions, you respect their culture, and you understand that they will hold their morals and their values very high. If you're respectful of this and you hold good conversations and you realize that you can't just say flat out no, you can't be blunt with them, you have to be able to negotiate, you have to be able to be polite, you will find that you'll have a very long-term business relationship with this country.